Today, dozens came out to show support to Grand Rapids' most beloved son. Gerald R. Ford would have turned 106 today.
And a few sailors who served on the ship that bears his name helped out, making the wreath-laying ceremony all that more meaningful. Petty Officer Second Class Dakota Jarvis and Lieutenant Junior Grade Nicholas Spellany served the United States Navy on board the USS Gerald R. Ford. Both sailors call West Michigan home and say this is a homecoming they won't forget.
It's honestly inspiring. It adds more of a personal aspect to his career. He's not just a historical figure, he's someone I can relate to. And having that hometown connection is also even more so inspiring in the way that I conduct myself in the Navy and in my personal life as well.
Not only do the sailors serve in similar positions as the 38th president, they also hold similar ranks and are roughly the same age that President Ford was when he served in the U.S. Navy following the attack on Pearl Harbor.
And one family invited to that ceremony says they owe their citizenship to President Ford because he helped the family when he was a 5th District congressman here in Michigan.
24-hour News 8's Justin Kolar attended the ceremony. He has that interesting angle for us tonight.
Maria Lopez, her daughter Nuria, and her 4 boys, Vincent, Alex, Lucas, and Ricky, say they owe everything, including their citizenship, to Gerald R. Ford. Ford's daughter Susan says the Lopez's story helped showcase her dad's true character.
You take all those stories, and it's really a mosaic about his life, and it's pretty incredible.
Even more incredible, piecing together the Lopez's story of exactly how it all came to be.
So I want them to truly understand, how my parents were immigrants and how they came here.
Maria's husband Ernesto was born in Cuba in 1939, years before the communist movement took root there. His family left for the United States and moved to Michigan. Ernesto eventually followed and began pursuing a life devoted to the priesthood. He moved to Spain to practice in his native language, but changed his mind when he arrived. Maria says that's not her fault.
He started getting homesick for his family because he knows for me it was going to be very easy to come here, but for him at that time, the Cubans, they were in the exile.
They got visas and came to Michigan on vacation, deciding while here they'd like to stay if possible and become citizens.
We talked to them and they say that it's not possible for you to stay here. We have to go back because the time is up.
At the airport, bags loaded, Ernesto decided to call his family to say goodbye.
And then he called from there and say, hey, the Secretary of Gerald Ford call us and say it's okay that you stay here, and 6 months we are going to give you the visa to stay here.
That's what I'm trying to get them to understand, that you guys would not be here if it wasn't for Gerald R. Ford granting them the citizenship, and for her making the ultimate decision to sacrifice herself and her family to come to Michigan.
Today, at what would be Ford's 106th birthday, Ernesto's grandchildren were honored.
To see that my boys are being a part of my dad's history because of Gerald R. Ford and respecting Gerald R. Ford, and it's our way of saying thank you.
In Grand Rapids, Justin Kolar, 24-hour News 8.